That's part of it. This meeting is being live streamed.
Yay.
Got it. Here we are.
Yay.
So you were, everyone. Yep. Let me see, make sure. Are we on? Is this on? Did we do it?
I think you did.
So shake up your makeup. Here we are. It's happening. I don't have Facebook on. Maybe I should put it on. This week is one of my favorite people on the entire planet, and she knows it.
Shucks.
The woman that taught me to entrepreneur, that told me that when times are tough, become a Taco Bell secret shopper and rent an Easter Bunny costume, because that's what it freaking takes. And whilst playing a nun, facing her back to the audience, could count the house. Amazing. That's what's happening.
Gosh darn pinpoint accuracy, actually.
It was weird. It was weird how then you'd run up to the box office, and I was like, the only thing I'd ever heard of that was like Sonia Henney could count the house coming to see her eye shows while doing a spin. I'm like, well, she wasn't dressed like a nun though. So this is very exciting. Patti, thank you for being here. Also,
look as good as you with the ring lights and everything. You've got perfect lighting, and I have I'm in my living room in December. And it's
see, what Patti does is she travels for a living, which does the best at it I see. She's also the Travel Tuesday contributor to the Of a Certain Age Facebook group.
Which is coming later tonight. I know exactly what I'm going to do, but I literally walked in my door last night at 1 a.m. coming in from Destin, Florida. And I have. That's
why you're a bronzed goddess. Bronzed, I tell you.
Yeah, but I've had
remember, no one's better at finding the deals than Patti. This is the woman who, again, Taco Bell shopper, secret shopper. We had to order all those weird things, but that's how we ate. Good thing we were in our 20s, because that would not fly right now.
Oh my gosh, no, I just had chili for dinner. I'm trying to eat all the carbs because starting next week, the carbs cannot happen. So
why? What do you have coming up?
Wanting to fit in my jeans.
There you go.
But
you guys still have the winter fluff.
It is
already.
Yeah, still the winter fluff. And you know what it did? It took going to Destin, Florida. And I'm like, oh, here's my shorts and here's my bikini, and put the bikini on, and I was like, hey.
We call those biscuit moments where you remember when you open a can of biscuits and it goes,
yeah.
And you look down at your bikini and you're like, what's happening? When did that happen?
So now this is the week of, okay, eat all this crap, because starting next week you're not going to. But you know me, I'm not much on throwing food in the garbage. So I had a
no. Most frugal human being I know. I modeled big hunks of my Mary Kay business off of this woman's advice. She couldn't stretch $1. So can you imagine how for travel, what the things she could show you? I mean, and she taught me the term that Jennifer Harlow and I came up with, friendcluded, because we would be saying on the cruise. We were like, the cruise we're on, we were like, this is free. She was like, no, you paid for all that iced tea. It's included. And we were like, it's included is what it is. So we came about. So in preparing a Shake Up Your Makeup for Patti, I'm going to put economics at the forefront, which might, you never know, sway her a little. And we're going to hear, you're switching around now.
It is, because you were kind of cutting in and out there. I don't know what I was doing, but I just got a note that said your internet connection is unstable. I'm like, well, my internet connection must know my boyfriend. Yes, they're kind of hanging out together. Anyway.
Hey!
Did I tell you I'm a comedian too?
Yes, I'm aware of this.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so because I need reminder of the things to say, we're going to share screen and begin to look at our little presentation. In the meantime, Patti will be gathering her makeup stash. Remember, you don't have to be prepared with anything I do, just show up. Here we go.
So
Sharing of the screen. Here we go. Look at that. I did that myself.
Hi, Gorge.
I mean, so I love this concept. It's called Shake Up Your Makeup. You don't have to do anything with Shake Up Your Makeup, but bring your own stash. So look, here's me in case I'm like, oh, look, here's my hand. What's up? Like, I don't shut closets. So I've been building this Mary Kay business for 3.5 years. I mean, like I used to say, they would always say in commercials, I love the flexibility, but that is true. You work when you can, and that's fantastic. I do love that it allows me to pursue my acting career and pay them bills. I love the autonomy and the discounted skincare and color. Do you see, Pat?
Yes.
See, Pat, working the hustle. And the community I gained has been life-changing. And the recognition is extremely fun. I had my first big convention as a red jacket, because that's the rankings, you know, you got to earn that. And I was intolerable. I'm walking down with the Staying Alive music playing in my red jacket. And I was like, what's up?
And where was that convention? Was it in Austin?
It was in San Marcos.
Nice.
And it was just, a little career conference. It was, I didn't really like it. This is my favorite day job I've ever had. Definitely.
Day and night.
Well, it's 7-ish, but yeah. So here she is in all her blonde power. It is true to say that at Mary Kay, we believe that women do not need makeup or skincare to be beautiful. Like you bronzed goddess. Instead, we use our products to enhance a woman's beauty and confidence, even with you who need no skincare whatsoever, because you have no pores. You have no pores, but the products can enhance and grow a woman's confidence. So here we go. How do you guys win a glam pack? Because Patty's going to get a glam pack out of this for free of her choosing, gets to try several looks. You can win a custom glam pack with tutorial with me, the lady who apparently thinks looking down is sexy.
It is, because you've got great eyeshadow. We've discussed this kind of.
You're going to see some of that later. So I can't see all of you guys, but I want you to like, comment, and share. I'll be checking in afterwards. And the replay will be up for a while. Then it's going to go to the YouTubes. So let me know that you also would like to possibly be my model for next week. I'm still looking, but you do have to stay to the end, and you have to watch to win. See what I did there? I feel good about it. All right.
Oh.
So Patty has a piece of paper that I sent to her. And for those of you of a certain age, I actually have these PDFs up in the guide so you can print it out and follow along. I would say at home, but we're all at home, we're all at home. And what it says on her piece of paper is, wait, I should keep sharing screen. It says, and you've got it, hers is more colorful though. I need to just probably duplicate those. Love it, like it, need to replace it. Don't even use it. Don't even. So let's see your makeup. You got your little makeup stash, Pat? Let's see it.
Start with. Okay. I don't know what to start with. Should we start with the basics?
While I'm going over,
like this is it.
Hang on. I'm not surprised that that's it. And I love it. Some people hold up a giant bag. You're like, more, sir. So while I go through the hygiene section of our presentation today, you can be putting and it could change.
There's a guy there. I guess
you cut out a little bit there.
I've got a couple.
Let's see if she can. We're not able to hear you, friend. What I'm gonna do? Oh, there you go. Are you holding the phone with your hand?
Here we go. Okay.
You're holding the phone? Because that's gonna get tiresome.
No, I'm holding my computer. But anytime you see me do that, it means that you are not coming in.
Well, you are free to shut your screen off and whatever you need to do.
No, it all of a sudden shut off and then it started up again. So.
It'll do that. So that's the power of live internets. So while Patty is going through the game and putting her stuff in love it, like it, need to replace, don't even use it, I might be able to change some of the categories by showing you the presentation on when you should chunk your makeup. It's as follows.
Do the presentation and I'm gonna grab another thing.
That's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, go.
You're doing great.
Go.
Oh, the other thing. So you got your piece of paper and I actually moved this category here. If you've got a piece of paper, don't do it on the same side. If you've got another piece of paper, and if you just want to do this and maybe message me these names, see what I got on numbers 1 through 10. Who in your life needs to shake up their makeup? It's kind of funny how I did that. I want you to tell me who in your life could go through this process, because it's not about shaming. It's about taking a look at what's in your makeup and proposing a look for you, proposing a look based on your real life. So who do you know in your life probably could use a refresher, but also be reminded that they are quite worth a refresher? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Mayor, would like that, but there's a lot of people I know that if they know you recommend this experience, will know that you care. And it's not about criticism at all. I mean, geez, nope. A lot of the information I'm about to say, a lot of people don't know. And this is really the meat of it. So expired. When should you toss your makeup? Every 2 years, you should toss powders like eyeshadows and blush. Pat, if you want a shortcut for how to make that last longer, I've got it, but you got to be a model to get the secret, because I don't throw out my intellectual property willy-nilly.
Got it.
Lipsticks every 2 years. They can be sanitized too, but if you're not enjoying the color and it's sitting in your drawer, that means you need to be working with me so that I can check up on you 2 weeks and 2 months during the use and make sure you're still liking that color. And if not, I exchange it. No buyer's remorse. No buyer's remorse with me. And then your lip gloss, if it's got the doe foot applicator, you know what that is, Patty? The doe foot applicator?
It's this one, isn't it? Maybe?
Your bib, yes, that's it. That is another 2 years on that one. So there you are. Each year, you need to replace your concealer and highlighter. And I've told many times when it comes to foundation and concealer and highlighter, if it starts to smell like a locker room, it needs to go bye-bye. Because I've actually done that before, Mary Kay. I've kept things so long that I'm like, that doesn't smell like when I bought it. The one thing that could carry it out to more than a year is the foundation, if it has a pump on it instead of just squeezing it out, because that means that your germs aren't going back inside. And that's actually what I'm going to show you today. Kind of a travel situation. Your skincare, once opened, can be used for a year until it starts to lose its potency. Every 6 months, you need to use your eyeliner, gel or liquid. If you've got a pencil eyeliner, you can sharpen it and clean it off. In fact, my friend Val last week, she had her bed and eyebrow pencil from college. She's a grown lady, but as long as you're sharpening it, you're good. And the serums, any of the serums, they have a lot of encapsulated ingredients. And once you let that out, it starts to do the effective thing the ingredients intended for. But also, it's not intended to exist for that long. It needs to be used in 6 months. And every 3 months, my favorite, the mascara, which is why I have the mascara club, which is taking off quite nicely. Thank you very much. We're going back to that. Yes, my new mascara club. It's the most economical, fast, efficient way to get your fresh mascara, to protect the health of your eyes, and try out all the new products. You can try out every bit of color we have, powder, and many of the skincare products and targeted solutions. You get to select based upon a Google form, and have actually kind of borrowed it from some other companies. It's kind of a very thorough form, so I know each quarter what to send you. So bear that in mind. All right, now let us find out what Patty loves, likes, needs to replace, and doesn't even use. Let's see a love.
Well, first of all, this is my actual makeup bag. I thought I had to like grab the stuff that I use, and that's what I did. But this is my
That's
little,
fair. I'll make that clear next time.
but it's funny because inside the makeup bag is like dental floss, ibuprofen, mints.
These are important things.
So half of this is not makeup. Effordent.
Ever.
It cleans my retainer. Yeah. So lip gloss. What's this? More cleaning towelettes.
What makeup belongs in the
Okay.
love it pile? Just give me 2 examples, if you will.
Well, this is my first one, and this doesn't even go in the bag. But I don't have any on now because I don't need to. But this is a bronzer, and I just washed the brush, which
Mhm.
I'm very excited to have remembered to do because I don't know if I did it during the pandemic, which is scary. But we weren't wearing makeup so much.
I didn't put that. Thank you for reminding me. I need to put that on here because brushes need to be washed weekly.
Oh, wow.
I know.
These are bronzing beads, and I like the bronzing beads. So
Mm.
this I love. In fact, and I know it's a brand that shall not be named, but is not Mary Kay. I'm sure Mary Kay has a great bronzer, and I'd be interested in looking at it because the place that I buy this from just discontinued these, so I can no longer buy them. So
We do bronzer seasonally, and what we would do is buy it up for you, buy up a year's worth. But I'm honestly, as long as you don't, yeah, we'll get to that.
That's my, because I don't every day, I don't use a foundation, and unless I'm going to be on a TV or movie show that requires it, TV show or movie.
Well, say, Patty, are you an actor?
Yes. And I would do some stints on some TV shows. You would never hear me speak because they'd have to pay me so much more money to do that. Not that I'm not ready to take that chance. They just haven't. I do Chicago.
Hint, everyone. She wants to come out of the background.
I know, I do. That's my goal. One of these days I'm going to get lines because they're playing these all over on ABC and TBS. That's Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. It's all in one Chicago every Wednesday night on NBC.
Chicago Office Supply.
Right. Chicago Streets and Sand.
Chicago Dental.
Yeah. But they play
Chicago HR.
USA. Like friends of mine are going to be getting 17-cent checks until they die.
I know.
Get in on
You're
that.
doing the Lord's work there, Patty.
Yeah.
What is do you have another love it? Or are we going into like it?
This is, yeah, because there's really nothing else I love.
What about things that you're like, eh?
No, I mean, there's the liking stuff. I like I have this, it's a dark green eyeliner.
Ooh.
And what I need one of the, not a sponge, but you know how on some of the eyeliners, they have like a poofy thing. So it's not just it's not a hard line like we had in the 80s and 90s. I need to blend more. I don't have blenders, but I like the dark green.
This is a smudge brush.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me what the name of that was.
Smudge brush. And yeah, they don't really make that. I know what you're talking about, and they don't really put it there because they make it into a brush. There's a brush now. What else?
Yeah, and this so I like the eyeliners because it makes my eyes pop just a little bit, either gray or green, depending upon what I'm wearing. I like that. Now I have a mascara, and I need to tell you the only reason I'm using this mascara is because my brother gave me a gift certificate to Sephora for Christmas, and I had to use it. And you can't buy Mary Kay at Sephora.
You can't.
I'm a big fan of the Mary Kay mascara, and Amy knows
mascara.
Yes, I've ordered it.
How does it compare to that stuff? And it's okay to be honest.
The Mary Kay stuff is better. The Mary Kay stuff just really, because like I said, we were having a conversation at another time about getting eyelash extensions, which I have gotten before, and I haven't yet found a mascara that will do that. This is okay. And the only reason I say I love it is because I love mascara because I don't wear a lot of makeup, but that's something that I have to have every day, even though this is not my normal makeup. My normal is the Mary Kay, but I was like, well, I've got to use this Sephora thing on something.
That's okay.
So I had to, if your brother gives you got $100 at Sephora and you go on the, like, what can I buy?
I would, yeah, I would give it away, but that's what I'm supposed to. So, yes. Well, what is a need to replace based upon the information you just got?
Oh, I've had this lipstick for years, and I'm I'm a neutral kind of gal.
Yes.
This is, I should just throw this out. This is just gross right now.
Yeah.
Wait,
Once it's that sloppy, you should,
there we
because
go.
if it's difficult to use.
Oh, there it is. Mm.
It's
There
a
it is.
nubbin.
I need to, okay.
It's a nubbin.
There it is. Oh, shiza. Okay. Yeah, I need to, that just needs to go straight in the garbage. It really doesn't.
I've
Sorry.
discovered doing this show that everyone in my life, everyone has like a little thing of shame like that, where they're
That
like,
was it right there. I was like, what's going, oh, okay. Yeah, that probably just should go in the garbage.
I do have a proposal. I'll show you in just a minute. So yes. And then what is the, don't even use it. What are the products that have ended up in your drawer and just there?
I don't
Because,
use
like,
it. Well, I through the pandemic, you know, because I wasn't working, because I'm an actor and I do travel, and I used to work on cruise ships, and like I wasn't one of those who, oh, I'm just going to work at home. No, I had jack. So I'll be very honest with you. I went through everything. I threw out what I don't need. So I don't have. I mean, even this. Well, this was just because I was like, I'll use this, but there's nothing. I'm sorry, there isn't. No, even the foundation. I use it if I have to. If I have to wear foundation, if I'm on a movie or if I'm on a TV show, and they say makeup must be, you know, done before we get here. So I don't think there's anything I have anymore now that I've thrown out my eyebrow fill-in powder.
well, that's what I was actually going to start with, because you know,
Yeah,
this
that
look
was too
I'm
dark. It was
proposing.
way too dark. So I threw that out a couple years ago. It made me look like I was, you know, mommy dearest. Way too dark.
Well, here's my proposal. The tint. So this is the section where we talk about what's in my makeup bag, where I'm going to show as quickly as I can a proposed look for Patti. So remember, those of you that are watching at home, I've got numbers 1 through 10. Who in your life needs to shake up their makeup? And I say this because I would love to have them on or do a private session in which no one can see, because sometimes this is a sensitive subject matter. So I like to start out with the Patti look that I have. And Patti, normally I would have you, except you're live and you're doing it, take a picture of what's on your piece of paper, the makeup, because then it gives me an idea of what kind of specials to create for a person individually. So this is dark blonde. Dark blonde is a great one for you because you're a dark blonde. Hey,
And so what is that? Is that a brush on the end of that?
it is a spoolie. That's what they call the things, and the same thing on mascara.
Oh,
And
no.
it is the fastest way to get that color on the brow. And this is a perfect color for you. Usually we go a shade lighter than the hair. So, okay, you know what?
The hair highlighter.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah, you can do that or actual blonde, but I think because you do tan so well, you need dark blonde, and then you can try with brunette. Remember, if you get anything from me and the color does not suit you, I exchange it until you are happy, which I am honored to do. So that is the brow tint. Anybody want to, if you want to write these things down, or I got to figure that part out. But a lot of times I have, ooh, just wait till the specials. I want to show you guys the special side. I've not done that before. So the next step I like to do is a liquid, which I think
that's what I need. I need something for the eye, for here, because I don't use a foundation. I don't use a concealer. I literally just put on a little bronzer and the mascara and the eyeliner, and I go.
so
And
here's what this light beam is good for. Then you can take it down.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking, that I need to get one of those recently. So this is
Yeah. And yes, and this comes in taupe and pink and taupe, pink and purple, and this light beam. And this is one of the most versatile products I think we have. Then you can just, here's, you know, for fun, this is what you do. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Right.
So you're just,
There you
And
go.
what we want out of this is just to look alert, just to have
Yes.
alert and to bring the glow back to your face. It's not about being overly fancy. It's just saying, this is what I want you to look at.
Yeah.
This palette that I made is probably a good one for you to do if you were going to be on TV, to have that at your disposal. And that's just about any color that you personally would probably want. I do go ahead and start with the light beam a lot because it works as a great a highlighter and a eye primer. So it works well for that. So I'm going to crack the brushes open just real quick. And what I'm going to do is put a little hazelnut on top of this right here. And I just take, and the reason I'm saying is I build looks up. So I showed you the simplest one, and then we take it up just a notch. Now I would go ahead and put mascara on, but as you guys know, or I've not made it clear, I'm doing my eternal struggle with eyelashes this week because it is something that I need to wear and I don't love. So I got eyelashes on right now. So we're just taking and kind of putting it, if you want to do this little trick, just put it, and you're just working on that little crease. And what this is kind of just bringing the bone structure of the eye out. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. And these colors that get darker, oh, this is my old pact, the less glamorous one. But as the colors get darker and darker, you would start to put, like, say, the Cinnabar, which is really warm, out here. And I take the angle brush and I just dab it. Dab it. See what I did there? That's funny.
Yeah,
So on the outside, and then I would too, this is another good trick, shortcut right there. And you've got stuff under the bottom of the eye. There you go. So I know that I don't need to go through and do a big foundation for you. This would make you happy. So another little fun thing to do with the light beam, because with you don't need to contour, you don't, but you can put a dab here at the end of the nose, up here, and even on the collarbone. You will get your money's worth for sure out of the light beam, because then right there on the tip of the nose. And what that's going to,
what does that light beam? What category does that go into? Is that a concealer? Is that a highlighter? Is it an eye? What is it?
Eyeshadow, but I like to use products for more than one thing.
Well, yeah.
I would say if you're real bronze, I would go ahead and if you do powder at all, powdering down, even with the new silky setting powder that we have, which is a bit tinted, that's all you would need, so that this part is the only thing glowing, and where you put the light beam is the only thing glowing. But your skin is bananas good. So I don't need anything else on. That clean look, there's not a ton on my face. The lip, though, is a fun thing. And normally I would do the Mary Kay. Also, the brown eyeliner you talked about, because you like to put the bronze eyeliner on. But I have a feeling also that you look fine without eyeliner and just mascara, right?
Well, yeah, if I'm going to do one over the other, I'll choose the mascara. Yes.
Yeah, always choose the mascara, because the eyelashes are important. The brown I love. When you do, instead of what I did, when you do that, you want the line thicker to the outside, but that can be in your private appointment. I picked these for you. And I love to use, just because you've got a little bit on the eye and the lip. So this is the world's most awesome neutral lip. I'm an 80s girl, and I like to use all three products because they stay on longer. Not a giant fan of, I know you got the Fancy Nancy. That's a good one too. I'm not a giant fan of the lip stain. I make my own. So this is medium nude. And what you want with it, when you're doing a nude, you're just doing something close to your lip color. And I kind of go in a little more than you normally would. Then I take naturally blush. This is a blush velvet. real natural.
That's the color of the nub. Yes, I like the color.
I got you.
I need a
Putting
new
it over the lip liner.
one.
Then on the bow of the lip or all over, I've got, oh, sweet baby Jeebus. Hang on.
I'm with you.
Copper Aura. I thought of you on the beach. Copper Aura. So you've got medium nude, blush velvet, Copper Aura.
There, doing the newscaster trick, aren't we?
Yeah. They're in the middle. Copper Aura.
Yeah. Total newscaster trick.
A little Patti look. Out and about. I mean.
Oh my God, we're like twins. I don't know how we did it.
Like looking in a mirror.
It is, but you nailed it. I mean, you really did. I'm all about beach colors. I don't do a lot of reds or anything in the blue or purple family. You know, it's just all neutrals and nudes and coppers and suntans.
And neutrals and nudes and coppers. I felt a little tinge of shame when you said that. Neutral and nudes and coppers work because they are the natural tones in your face. And you are just enhancing the natural colors of your face to bring out the features that you enjoy the most. Boom. I mean.
Now, I've been known to put on a nice red lipstick if going out on a Friday night. You know, that's something different when you're wearing your black
whore.
Your LBD.
You wanton woman.
I know.
Putting the LBD and the RED. How dare you? So my specials, I've not shared the specials before, but I decided to give into that. So here we go. And these are the specials. See, you don't get to find out what Patti gets because you got to model yourself to find out her special. The essential color set is mascara, under eye corrector or concealer, which might be a product you would be interested in because the under eye corrector would fit under the eye. It is peachy in color to cancel out the blue of a bag under the eye. But I got other stuff too. You got your liquid eyeshadow and lipstick or lip gloss. This is, I think, Patti on a Thursday. And then you got the price there. I'm not going to say it out loud, so I don't want to get in timeout. Moving up, you get the complete color, the CC cream, which is all I would ever suggest for someone as beachy and wavy as you. The under eye corrector or concealer, liquid eyeshadow again. You can see those colors.
Use, right?
That is what I have on. That's all I have on is the liquid eyeshadow. And I've got different looks with it. This is a great thing too if you travel a lot. It's the nice right size. I would say put yourself with the light beam and even the taupe to add in the crease. And that's unmeltable makeup. Then I keep making that noise. Then you've got the eyeliner. To travel, I would say this is great, but in case there's heat, you know, the liquid is good too. The liquid's good. Mascara and lipstick or lip gloss. I love that color there. It's a powerful pink. Yeah. Oh, did I do it? Oh, good Lord. It's cats and dogs living together. And then you get to receive one extra item half off. So Patti gets unlimited of those because she's modeling. The ultimate color, Pat. You've got going back, let's build it up. The CC cream, the under eye corrector, a blush, eyeliner, mascara. Wait, hang on. Blush. I kind of messed that all up. I'll go back and fix that one. So you do have the pack that I showed you, and we'll go open it back up in a second. You end up with a blush, 3 eyeshadows. And just because I'm feeling loving, I'm going to throw in that highlighter powder right there. Eyeliner, mascara, and lipstick, and 2 extra items off. Look, Patti, don't you want to look like that? Look at that. There's a whole thing happening there. I was going to replace it with my picture, but I'm just going to use yours from now on. But like the one that we did your hair for South Pacific. Let's put that one up. Aww. So you get the ultimate, I deserve it all. You get the ultimate color set. the one that we just did last, a glam sesh with yours truly, and you receive the essential brush set for 50% off. So here's your half off items today. I'll start switching them up, childrens. You got your brow tint, liquid foundation brush, eye makeup remover, and translucent powder. So how to win the glam pack? Remember, comment, tag, and share. Take a picture of your makeup stash and stay to the end. You have to watch to win. I don't know. I think I'm getting pretty good at that. I feel that's going well.
Yeah.
I feel that's good. So these specials are already up on my business page. I'll put the link in. Also, other ways to win. I will post the Mary Kay app. If you open it up, click on the heart and look for me, Amy Madison. Then
Downloading the app. I did not know you had an app.
I have an app. Since the recent upload, it's working really well. But yes, I have an app, and if you upload it, but you have to find me. So you have to click on Amy, Amy Madison, Texas, and then there I am, baby. So there you go. That's another way to do it. You want the glam pack. You need the glam pack. I put an entire look, soup to nuts, to quote Steel Magnolias, with everything, different foundations, a full color look, mascara, eyeliner, lip liner. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. So comment, like, and all. Patty and I are going to get off of Facebook and keep talking for a minute because we don't get to see each other enough. If you want to be,
what was I visit? Like, did I visit right before the shutdown? Was that it? February of 20?
Yeah, or
was it February of 19? When was that?
19, because that's when my appendix exploded. So we'll get into that one. We'll get into that. So if you found me charming in any way whatsoever, please share this. I also will be putting it up on YouTube later tonight. I need 50 subscribers before I can start going live there. So I'm loading up content that's pretty Amy in nature. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, let's get this live stream off. Thursday, we're doing 3 for Thursday. I'm going to take a skincare problem from someone and propose 3 products that can help out. I love you.